Want to be heard on the Non-Stop Radio Show? Send us your submissions in MP3 format at Let's Network Musically 212@gmail.com.
This is Non-Stop Radio.
I was born a ball, I swear I want it all. I want it all, I swear I want it all. I was born a ball, I swear I want it all. I want it all, I swear I want it all. And I want it all, I was born a ball. Some niggas get to fake it, some bitches try to play with you. Not knowing the growing you was about to do. Constantly stressed, but you always seem to make it through. I just get in my zone, now I'm back in that mode.
Yeah, you really been doing your thing with the music, Harold, like for real. Like that new album that you just put out, I can't get enough of it. I done played the whole fucking album like a good.
I wonder who's phony, I wonder who's fake. Feeding on my people and I still ain't make my plate. Been here before, I can't act like no hoe. Never satisfied, I always want more. I want it all, ain't no stopping this shit. And I'ma keep it going till I'm on top of this bitch. I should be locked up for all the shit that I did. Knock some bitches up for all the bitches I hit. I should be racked up from all the packs that I flipped. Had the whole world bumping all of my shit. In the studio, everything is a hit. Shooting in the gym, I swear a nigga don't miss. I want it all, yeah. I want it all, I swear I want it all.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the show. Once again, it's your boy EMillio EgBar, and I want to say thank you to each of you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come and join us here today. And joining me, I got a special guest, man. This is a treat in store for y'all here tonight. And coming up now, we have Harold Levert on the line, a rising, up-and-coming singer and songwriter doing this thing, man. Shout out to you, Harold. How you doing? And welcome to the show, brother.
Hey, man, thank you for having me. I really, really appreciate it, man. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing?
Absolutely, man. You're quite welcome, and we're definitely delighted to have you here with us here today. So we want to say thank you for your time and dropping by and, sharing your story with us, man. Much appreciated.
Anytime.
No doubt, man. So normally what I like to do is I like to give our guests the opportunity at the beginning just, to tell the audience a little bit about themselves. So please, brother, the floor is all yours.
All right, no problem, man. So I got to everybody, I've been making music since May of 2020. That's when I dropped my first time recording my first song, all in the making. And from there, man, it was a wrap, man. I've been doing this, like I said, I feel like a vet, but I've only been doing this for like 4 years. Like I said, I graduated college 2017. I kind of did a whole lot before I even found my way to music. But I'm loving it, man. I love it, love making it, I just love everything about the expression, the art, man. That's what I'm here for at the end of the day. And I appreciate everybody that listens to me and bumps me. So, just a little bit about myself, like I was saying, man. College graduate, just out here trying to make it just like everybody else. That's what I try to portray my music.
That's what's up, man. Congratulations on graduating college, man. I know that is a very difficult feat for anybody that go through college, any college students. Want to say shout out to all y'all out there that's definitely doing your thing, man.
Man, listen, it was a long road, but I made it, man. I'm trying to say, I feel like everybody should experience college. Everybody don't even got to graduate, but experience like a semester or a year of college. Everybody should, I think.
So did you go all 4 years, or did you go extended beyond that? It was just, just your regular 4 years?
Well, actually, it ended up being 5. I did I did 2.5 at my tech school, and I did 2.5 at my university. And like I said, best time of my life. I really found out a lot about myself. That was the main thing, the self exploration and just the experience and things, seeing what you're kind of made of out there on your own, kind of sort of. It just is a lot, man. I really enjoyed my time.
Absolutely. I had a little sister that went to college and everything. I myself didn't go. And I wanted to, I was one of those people that, dreamed bigger than what the dream really was. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to go to Florida State. I'm going to go be, a Seminole or my favorite my favorite college and all that. But that ain't never come to fruition. So, definitely shout out to all of you that have gone to college, man.
Listen, man, it's never too late. I tell people that all the time. We had people that was like 40, 50 years old staying in the dorms when I went to school. So, like, it's never too late. I'm telling you.
Right. You know, the only thing is with that, man, is you got to pay a whole 30-year mortgage in some cases just to go to college. I'm like, damn, like, it's cool. I understand that. But it's like, yo, it shouldn't be that expensive for, you know, to get a higher education. That's just my opinion. What you think?
Nah, I definitely agree, man. I'm still paying student loans. That's what got me out here singing, like. But like, it definitely is a little crazy, the cost of education, and the crazy thing is the value of diploma has gone down. So it's just like, you know, I had my degree, and when I first got out there, like, it was kind of, I'm not gonna say it was hard, but like, it wasn't as easy as it should have been. Like, I went to school 5 years, like. Put some respect on that. Even to get, like, you know, promotions in regular jobs at Walmart, you would think it meant something, but it didn't. So it's just kind of crazy.
Absolutely, man. So now jumping back into the music, you said you started in 2020, and I checked out your I Want It All live performance, and just listening to you, man, you definitely don't sound like you started in 2020. You had to have had some kind of influences back then. Like, was you doing like any kind of like poetry or any kind of like spoken word or anything like that prior to actually getting into making music? Or how did your journey begin, man? Tell us about that.
It's kind of funny. So, like, prior to it, you know, I used to sing around the house, around the dorm, wherever I was at, whenever I was comfortable, you feel me? So I sang everywhere, carry a note, catch a tune, whatever. And then, like, I was in the university choir when I was in college.
Nice.
for like a year, you know, that was in choir, I was terrible. I would try to sing everybody's part. I don't know why. I was just here like that. But I would just try to, like, sing it like that. My uncle, though, who's like been chasing his dreams forever, he was in a acapella group based out of Boston called Ball in the House. And, like, you know, he was at the Morgan State Choir, and that singing was his life for the longest, and still is to this day. So, like, that's my probably biggest inspiration to chase my dreams, just to go after it, because he's relentless in his pursuit. You feel me? And like I said, he's still going after it. But how I came to make my first song, I was actually just trying to stay up for work. Like, it was crazy. Like, I was sitting there with my homeboy, Capo Sauce. You know, I got a song in my little space, sitting there with him. I was like, bro, like, if I go to sleep, I'm gonna be tired on my way to work. So, like, help me stay up. So, we can record a song. And so, went to go record a song, and that was all in the making. Then when I heard how it sounded, I was like, hold on, like, I think I could do this, like, for real. And the rest is history, man.
That's all it is. So you do have musical influences within your family, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, man, I was sitting there and I was listening to this. I'm like, yo, like, this probably doesn't sound like, you know, listening to your song and then just hearing your response to saying that you started doing music in 2020. I'm like, yo, this probably don't sound like he just started just 4 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, that's a testament to you and, you know, I should say passion or desire it is to be the best at what you do, man. So, like, when it boils down to it, like, how would you define your style? Like, when I listen to it, it kind of reminds me of that old school, should I say, where you harmonizing rap lyrics, if that's not, if I'm correct about that one. How would you categorize your style?
It's like, it changed up so much, like, I'm actually still finding it. You know, people ask me this question all the time, and I can't. It's kind of hard for me to give a straight answer because I feel like your music is tied to you, as who you are at the moment, however you're sounding, however it's coming off. And you know, we're forever changing people. Like, we weren't the same person we were yesterday.
True.
So I can't. It'd be hard for me to pinpoint, like, where my sound is sounding like, because I got some songs where I sound like this, and I got some songs where I sound like that, if you know what I mean. You know, like different ranges. Like, I got a rock song, I can sing like sad music, or I can sing kind of upbeat dance stuff. Like, so it's kind of hard for me to pinpoint it, but I kind of, you know, we all influenced by the early 2000s, pop rap songs, like, you know, like the Chris Browns and the, you know, stuff like that. Like, that was our time, the Transformers and the whatever in that era. So, like, I kind of try to keep the R&B with kind of more of the upbeat style. I'll be trying to hit the upbeat style.
So basically, if you just experimenting with various different sounds to try to, you know, figure out what style that you want to go with, what style that you want to be known for.
Yeah, well, you know what fits me best. Because like you know what I'm saying, it's just like I said, I'm still finding my sound. I think I am. Like I said, you know, I'm still young in the music year. 4 years, not long at all. So.
Absolutely. So, like, with that being said, like, you know, like, what is some of your favorite genres outside of R&B and hip hop? Like, what else do you listen to?
I got a whole dance music playlist on my on my Spotify. When I say dance music, I mean like what's the name? Show Me Love. You know, I forgot that lady's name. Robin S. That's where it goes. You know, that Show Me Love, or like
okay,
kind of dubstep stuff like that. Like I listen to DJ Snake. He got a couple songs. I like K Tronada. It's a couple people kind of like more so upbeat dance, like, you know, basement dance party music type stuff. Yeah, I guess that's like the best way to describe it. I like stuff like that, but I listen to a lot of old school songs too. You know, my music name is Harold Levert for a reason. Like, I kind of like try to embody the old school smooth soul, like, you know, big dude style too. So I listen to a lot of that stuff. Sometimes I get caught, you know, I usually listen to Donny Hathaway. You know, it can get deep. It ranges. Maroon 5, like, I could go on. I could just name artists, but like, it's really like, it'd be like a really like diverse list of artists I be having in my playlist. Like, the range it goes from is kind of crazy.
Nice. See, now that's interesting right there, because you have got to be the first guest that come onto this platform and mention the names Donny Hathaway and Maroon 5. Like, damn, that goes to show you just how deep your interest in music is, man. I respect that though, man, because you got a lot of newer guys that's coming out here nowadays, and they can't name an artist past maybe 2010 in some cases. I'm just saying that to be facetious, but when it boils down to it, just when you get you know, when you get a lot of people out here that, you know, bring up those, you know, types of talents and, you know, come from different eras and stuff like that, you gotta respect it, man. That goes to show that you're a real student of your craft.
Man, it's like, so for me, like, you know, people grew up listening to gospel on Sundays.
I was one of them.
For me, it was reggae. Yeah, for me, it was reggae. Like, that's what we grew up listening to. Like, when we were reggae, you know, my mom was in the room, she's ready to come out and start cleaning and cooking or something like that. So, like, I didn't like it back then. I listen to it now. So, like, it kind of broadened my horizons. My mom liked a lot of different stuff, too. She listens to the Cranberries. That's one of her favorite groups. Like, okay. And then she like reggae. And then she like a whole bunch of Bears Hammond. Like, she really into that stuff. And she used to party like that, the party Robin S type music. So, it kind of come from her.
Nice.
I guess you could say.
That's what's up. You know, to break the whole, you know, the mystery for everybody out there, you already put it out there that you're not related to Gerald and Eddie Levert, and that's cool and all that good stuff. But how does that feel to you to, you know, have so many people come and ask you that question? That was one of the questions I was going to ask, but until I saw it on a previous, you know, appearance that you made on another platform, I was like, I ain't going to go there. So, like, how does it feel?
No, it's funny. Like, of course, I joke around a lot. If you know me, I'm kind of like, I joke around a lot. So, like, that's where it came from in general. Like, you know, I play around a lot. I turned it into my Facebook name. And this is before I even started making music, but it was my Facebook name just to be funny. You feel me? Like, Gerald Levert, Harold Levert.
Right.
It didn't embody the whole new persona. Like, people don't even know my real name. Like, it's people that, like, I'm locked in with for life that call me Harold. Like, it's just funny. Like, it's like a whole new, like, persona.
Right. Ain't nothing wrong with that, though.
Yeah, it don't really, like, as far as, like I said, it don't really bother me at all. Like, people kind of ask me about it for, like I said, it's meant to be funny. So I understand. Like, that's it's meant to bring you that, like, that snap, like, you know, like, it's kind of familiar.
Right. I got you. So originally you're from Maryland and you're currently right now doing your thing out of Alabama. So, like, how was that transition going from a state like Maryland to, you know, a place like Alabama, where it's a little bit slower, you know, you got to travel a little bit further to go to various different, you know, like outlets and stuff like that. And when it comes down to it, like, does Alabama even really have a music industry? Like, how was that transition for you?
Man, it was difficult because, of course, when you try to start planning your roots and whatnot again. So when I moved here, I had to get myself established a little bit before I could start networking like I needed to and start meeting people. Because when I first got here, he asked me if there was a music scene out here. I'd be like, I don't know, like not that I know of.
Mm-hmm.
But as I've been here for a little while now, I'm starting to meet more people. You know, I'm just starting to meet more people that make music, that people that shoot videos, people that produce and do more sort of things that I'm doing. You know, that I'm looking to do.
Mm-hmm.
So like it was a difficult transition, but it's just a matter of networking. Really, that's really just doing that groundwork, and it's never to be underestimated that in the power of footwork, just going out and meeting people versus just sitting behind a computer all day. And that's really how it goes. It's starting to develop though. I'm starting to see what's going on around here. A lot of good artists, a lot of good producers and stuff like that. A lot of good cameramen.
Mm-hmm.
So as you follow me, you'll see I start working with some of them eventually.
Mm-hmm. That's dope. You know, that's one of the things like I like to, you know, do on this platform is connect with people from other regions. You know, you got New York City, of course, you know, you got Chicago, you got LA, you got all these major metropolitan areas, you know, Atlanta, you got, you know, Detroit, you got, you know, the scene in Texas and all that good stuff. But the thing I like the most is when you come across talented individuals from markets that you may not have heard of, or markets that you may not have thought would, you know, have a music scene. Like, take for example, like I have a crew that I know from out of West Virginia. They go by the name of Duck City Music, and I always bring that up because when you think about it, when you think about West Virginia, you don't really think about much to it. But then when you hear these guys, you're like, wow, that's how they doing music in West Virginia. That's what's up. That makes you want to tap in and hear more and more people that are coming out of those specific areas. So like when it comes down to it, what's the reaction you get when you tell people that you're based in Alabama and then you know that there is a scene musically down there?
Well, like the reaction, I mean, when I tell people like, they don't, you know, it's kind of, I mean, Alabama, like, well, initially has kind of a music scene with some of their, like, you know, more, like, I'm not gonna say gangster, that's kind of lame, but like, they're kind of like, you know, like the more so street dudes, they got a kind of big scene out here. I think it's like Honeycomb Brazy from out here. One of them, and people actually tune into that stuff, which is cool. It's not really my type of style of music, but when I say Alabama, they don't really question more so like the music scene. They more so question just like what other artists are out here. More so it's a question for them. So they know it's people out here, but they trying to figure out what other type of artists. They know I don't make music like that. they know I'm not rapping about sticks and stuff like that. So like, or singing about that stuff. So they know, like, you know, I'm not really in tune with that, but they know it's other artists out here for me. Go ahead.
No, you good.
No, go ahead. I didn't even know where I was about to go.
Oh, you straight. No, what I was getting ready to say is like, yo, that's good because when it boils down to it, man, like you got the music right now is overly saturated with gangbanging talk, you know, switches, poles, pipes, whatever you want to call a gun these days. Like, you got so much of that out here nowadays that it's kind of refreshing when you hear somebody else come along and talking about something different. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it boils down to it, and you hear a lot of people talking about this type of music and they talk about the current stage of hip-hop, do you feel as though, or not just hip-hop, just music in general, like, do you really feel as though that particular genre is contributing to like the downfall of music in general, or do you have a different opinion in that?
I mean, I feel like it's oversaturated. I think the oversaturation of it is contributing to it for sure. I mean, because people rapped about that stuff for the longest. Like, it's not like it's new. But if every video that's going viral with somebody with guns in the cameraman's face, then yeah, I think it's kind of contributing because that's all people seeing. That's all it's representing, you know, the genre, the brand, really. But like, of course, we had people doing stuff like that, you know, before like BET Uncut. You know, they could have said something was wrong with that, or whatever the case may be, and they did say something was wrong with that. So if you look at it like that too, it could just be like a generational thing. Because like I just said, people were protesting BET Uncut at one point in time. That's why they don't have it anymore. So Like I said, I do think the oversaturation of it is hurting. Not necessarily just itself. So like I said, we need all of it. It's the genre, the culture.
Right. Hey, I'm showing my age right now, but shout out to BET Uncut. That was the late night joint right there, man. You want to get the good videos that you're not going to catch on like regular TV and all that stuff. You got to go to BET Uncut. I remember them days.
Had that last button ready for Cartoon Network.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I remember the first time I saw the actual whole video to Tip Drill from Nelly on there compared to.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I was like, wow. Oh man, I could tell you so many different songs I saw on there. The videos were just like, wow. They was like borderline like X-rated videos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm already knowing. You know what's crazy? Like I was kind of like towards the end of it because I'm like 29.
Mm-hmm.
So I really just know of it. But like I know it was bad. I used to talk about it all the time.
Yeah, it was definitely one of them things, man. Anything that, you know, challenged the narrative or anything else that they was doing at that time was definitely being complained about. But you know, that's just what it is when it comes to what we talk about in our culture. When it comes to music or anything we do in that nature, you know, it's under high scrutiny when it boils down to it.
Yeah, I mean, of course, like we under the microscope. They watching us, they copying us, they doing it. You know, they doing it all.
Mm-hmm. No doubt. So with that being said, man, you know, you got your music out here that you're doing right now. You know, you got a couple of, you know, videos and stuff up on your YouTube page and all that stuff, YouTube channel, excuse me. So what can people expect from you going forward with the rest of this year? You know, I know we in July right now, and you know, 2024, like it's been flying by real fast. So like, what is people looking forward to?
So you follow me on social medias at Harold Levert, at pretty much everything, Twitter and Instagram. I'm looking to drop an EP late next month. Vibe Sold Separately will be the title of it. You know, just some songs that I think are just vibes, like some quick vibes, like a 4-track EP. Some quick vibes, for, you know, for my people, for my listeners, for my supporters and stuff like that. And after that, I'm gonna start leaning towards some visuals. So. Like I said, I might work for some of those Alabama cameramen soon, but the visuals are coming after that. And I really want to start working on an album. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it's about time. I've been making music for about 4 years now. I think I can put an album together.
Now, do you do like your own production, or do you work with somebody that does all the production for you? You just focus mainly on just, you know, writing and performing the songs?
So mainly I do most of the writing. Producers, as far as like producers, I get producers from, of course, like beats. From like producers I know personally. My engineer that I be recording with in South Carolina, Tommy, he makes great beats. I got he made most of the beats I'm about to have on my EP. Somebody from back home, A Bynum. I knew A Bynum since third grade, since first grade. He makes great beats too. I got a couple songs out with his beats on my iTunes and Spotify. And just I met some people on Instagram. Just some people on Instagram, you know, that send people beats, stuff like that. You know, they hear your music, like, you know, you try these beats out. But I usually be on BeatStar. I got like a whole bunch of, you know, lyrics written in BeatStar beats in the little app, stuff like that. That's about where the production comes from. I don't really produce myself. I just mainly write the songs.
Okay. Would that be something that you will find yourself interested in when the time is right, or do you just prefer the process of just writing and performing the songs?
I think for now I'm gonna stick to the process of writing and performing the songs. Maybe when one day when I get a little bit more time to play with the production points and stuff like that, of course I'll probably, you know, get into it, throw my hat in to see what I can do, because, you know, I make the music anyway. But for now, I think I'm gonna stick to just writing and performing.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that one. So with that being said, you know, 4 years in the music industry now, and, you know, like we already halfway through the year. So in the next 5 years, like, where do you see yourself? Like, where do you want to take it with your music? Do you want to be somebody that's just, you know, you got one of those loyal followers, or are you looking to be a, you know, superstar type, household name type artist?
Well, the sky's the limit. First of all, I don't you know, so it could really go to distance. But the one I'm looking to have myself at is at least be making a living from making music in 5 years. I want to be able to quit my job. Like, I want to be able to walk out. Like, that's my goal. If I could just walk out of my job. You know what I mean? And just do music full time, where I'm just worried about music. I can literally sit in the studio for a week or two and just crank out music. Get paid to do it, or I know what I'm saying, I know where the money coming from. Like that's my goal. That's the bare minimum for myself in the next 5 years.
I hear that.
Maximum, like we taking it to distance. Hey, I'm up there rubbing elbows, with the big ones.
I definitely feel you on that one, man, because that's what my goal is right here, too, is to finally get to that point where I ain't got to worry about going and punching nobody else's clock. I can punch my own with doing things that, I can make a living off of, where I don't have to work a 9-to-5 job, can get out of that rat race and, worry about making money on my own and not having to worry about being under nobody's company or anything like that, Yeah,
exactly.
Man. Yeah, man.
For the freedom, that's what we work for, the freedom.
Absolutely, man. I don't think a lot of people out there understand that, but to each his own. Some people aren't, cut out to be CEOs, and just like some people ain't cut out to be employees, So it's about fun and get balance and what works best for you and what makes sense to you in your life,
Yeah, for sure. Everybody got their own path.
Absolutely. So with that being said, man, Harold, we want to say thank you, man, for taking this time out to come and join us, man. We definitely do appreciate the conversation and the time that you spent here on this platform. And before we get ready to wrap things up, man, just for anybody out there that's listening that would like to have you on their show, that would like to, look you up, look your music up and all that good stuff and get in contact with you, how can they make that possible? I know you already said your, social medias and stuff like that earlier, but, just once again, for everybody out there that may have missed it.
No problem, man. So it's Harold Levert, at Harold Levert on Instagram, at Harold Levert on Twitter, Harold Levert, just like a regular person's name, on Facebook, and then Harold Levert on TikTok. I'm on TikTok. I post some funnies on there sometimes. I try to do a little bit of everything. I dabble. So yeah, you can find me on all those platforms, man. And I'm pretty much, you can DM me, talk to me, ask me about music. I'll send you the links if you ask me to see links that aren't in my bio, because I do that in the video links and stuff like that. And just the overall, stay tuned, man. I got a lot more in store. I got a lot left in music. So I'm always doing something. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, I'll stay tuned.
No doubt, man. You definitely stay in tune, and we would like for everybody else out there to stay tuned, man, because we got some brand new Harold Levert joints coming up next here on the show. So keep it locked with your boy EMillio EgBar, and we'll be back with much more right after this. Want to be heard on the Nonstop Radio Show? Send us your submissions in MP3 format at Let's Network Musically 212@gmail.com.
This is Nonstop Radio.